Alright, so hello guys and welcome. I have a new setup today, so hopefully you can hear me a bit better than usual. But in any case, today we will be playing some Mono White tokens. And I will give you a quick overview of this deck before we start. So this is very similar to White Weenie, right? You can immediately see some differences here. We are playing the Battlefield Raptor and the Doomed Traveler instead of the Inspector Brothers. So we are playing those cards because they are better in combat. It's really simple, and we get the cards in different places than the usual clue tokens, and we get them with the Search Party Captain and with the Salt Road Packbeast. Now, the Packbeast has been played a couple times in White Weenie, I've seen it, but it's mostly played in the Elf decks, right? But I think this card is actually really good, and this card, no one plays it, and I'm not sure if it's good or not, we will see right after today, but it says that this spell costs 1 less for each creature we attacked with this turn, and it's a 4 mana 2/2 that draws us a card when it ETBs. That's pretty decent, but you wouldn't play that for 4 mana like ever. So we will try not to pay 4 mana for that, right? That's the idea here. Now the rest of the deck is, like I said, the 1-drops, which are specifically designed and picked to be good in the early rounds of combat, to actually work well with the Search Party Captain. We are just trying that today and experimenting if this is something that works. And rest of the deck is basically White Weenie, right? Now, there is one exception to that. We are playing Raise the Alarm, which creates 2 1/1s. It's an instant, right? So that's pretty good. We can play this on the opponent's turn and surprise them that way. And the same is true for the Gather, the Townsfolk. Now that is not an instant, it's a sorcery, but it has one benefit, and if we have 5 or less life, we actually create 5 of those tokens instead, which is pretty insane. But there are not many times when we have 5 or less life, and when we do, it doesn't usually really matter if we create 2 or 5, but we will see how it will play. Now, there's the Raffine package. You know, we can discard the Veteran, we can discard the Prismatic Strands, we can discard the Battle Screech. This is the classic. We're playing 3 Traben Charms for removal, Graveyard Hate, and the enchantment removal as well. This is a really good card. It basically ticks 3 different boxes, so I think that's pretty awesome. We are playing Battle Screech, like I said, for more tokens. Guardian's Pledge is the win condition, and Prismatic Strands is a good way to protect the face or the board, simply because when they sideboard the Breath Weapon or something like that, we can use Prismatic Strands, of course, to counter that completely, and the same way when there is a big attack, for example, from elves, we can say, you know, green and they deal no damage, so that's awesome. We are playing 1 Eagles of the North. This can be a threat late in the game, or we can use it to find the idyllic range, which says that, you know, if we have 3 other planes, we put a +1/+1 counter on target creature we control, and that's basically the deck. It's very similar to White Weenie. We've made some very distinct changes to it. I want to see how good Search Party Captain, Saltrock, Packbeast, and the Raise the Alarm along with Gather the Townsfolk really is. And I want to see how good the 1-drops really are as well. Now the sideboard. 2 Sentinels for the Monarch, really good in grindy matchups like Gardens. 4 Dust to Dusts, pretty insane against Affinity and decks like that. It usually wins the game on the spot. In some cases, I've seen it, it's really good, so 4 of them of course. 1 Prismatic Strands, more protection. 2 Revoke Existences, we exile an artifact or enchantment, so this is good against a variety of decks, right? 1 Lone Missionary against very aggressive decks. 1 Journey to Nowhere against, I would say, Ramp, maybe, Boggles. No, not Boggles, definitely not Boggles actually. But mostly Gruul Ramp, maybe some Terror decks, and just decks that play big creatures. And 3 Destroy Evils, again, removal against some really important creatures like Mirror Enforcer and Terror and so on and so forth. And hello, we are trying this card. I think it's quite good. Not only it can be protecting the board and our face, right? But we also gain some life along in the way, so it's actually 1 mana card that does a lot of things if you think about it, so we will try how this plays and works. Now let's jump into the games and let me know how would you improve this deck. You know, if you have any ideas on how to make this better, I would love to hear it, so let's go. Okay, we go again JCO Boxin, we win the die roll, nice. And this looks like a pretty decent hand, let's keep this one. Let's go this into, I think the Lunark Veteran to start gaining some life if they are an aggressive deck. Okay, a Forest. A Glistener Elf, so this is actually Infect. That might be a tough one, that might be definitely a tough one. So we might just do like nothing and just play Raise the Alarm, honestly. Of course, the life doesn't matter, so blocking with the Veteran isn't the worst thing we can do as well. I think we'll just pass the turn here, and we will block with 1 token from the Raise the Alarm to force them to use buff spells. I think that's the best thing we can do. I think there's no problem with attacking for 1 here. And I think they will never expect Raise the Alarm, so they will go, I guess, directly to combat after playing the land, and we'll just try... Because we could be dead, like Infect can kill on turn 2. It's a like +4/+4 and mutagenic growth and we're dead. Yeah, okay. But they are doing it main phase, which is like fine, honestly. So they will attack for 5 here. We will Raise the Alarm and we'll just block. Beautiful. We always yield to this. I don't think the life will matter, but we will definitely block here since they used Might of the Old Crosser. Definitely block with 1 of them. Because, again, we could be dead if we don't. Don't want to risk it. And that's it, okay. So... First, I think we will Plane Cycle. Is it time for the Grangier? I don't think so. Like, this is a very aggressive matchup. So we'll just find a planes here, play the planes. And we will never be at 5 life. So we can either play this or 2 burps. Let's go to attacks first. Let's play... I'm thinking, it's either 2 birds. Birds are nice because they really need to buff it, otherwise it just dies, it doesn't even trade. So I guess let's do 2 birds here. What's also really nice against them are Prismatic Strands. I think Prismatic Strands can win very easily against Infect, right? Since Infect kinda relies on that 1 big hit that simply just finishes us in 1 turn, usually. Yeah, and that's it. So the idea is that if we keep trading 1 for 1, we are eventually gonna win probably. So they take a turn off to play a Blight Mamba here. No attacks then. What would be really nice here? I think land could be really cool here. Nice, awesome. So this creates 2, we need to keep 1 here. I guess let's attack with... We don't mind trading anything, right? So let's go 1, 2, and 3. This guy is left on block since it has first strike. Okay, we do 1, 2, 3, 4 and play the Battle Screech. And I will say it's a tiny bit risky, right? We will have just 2 birds, but we need to take this risk, I think, in a way. Let's cast the Battle Screech again. Tapped 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So that's it. Lanor Augur. Okay, so they could go in next turn. It's nice to know about it now. They Rancor, okay. I don't think they will attack though still. I don't think they will attack. Yeah. So the Mamba can be really big. Search Party Captain is nice here, not gonna lie. Okay. That's actually good here. So they can block with the Augur if we don't attack in the air. I would like to keep the first strikers. I think I'm attacking with 3 birds only here. I'm scared about this buffed Mamba, not gonna lie. They're also stuck on 2 lands, which is worth noting. We'll attack with 3 birds exactly, so this costs 1, and I don't think they can block it. And let's play Search Party Captain. We always yield to the draw. Find the planes, I guess not horrible. I don't think we have a reason not to go in with Gather the Townsfolk, so we need to be careful still though. And that's it. That's it. This is something we want to block with, I think, since we can replay it next turn. Okay, they find a 3rd land, so this can be really explosive, depending on what they have. Okay, never mind. They also didn't crack the Ogre, so they will just wait for us to attack and to make a mistake. It looks like. Search Party Captain is awesome yet again, wow. Pretty good. We play only 2, we drew both of them. So this needs to block. I would like these guys to block since they have 2 health, and I would like this guy to block. I think I'm confident attacking with 4 flyers here, which puts them to 7. And again, let's play the captain, hopefully finding some more creatures to actually throw in front of the huge Infect guys. Raffine is presumably quite good. I'm thinking, do we want to wait for next turn, as far as the Raffine's informant goes? Or do we just want to do one right now? I think I will happily play it now, actually. We just need to survive, right? Just a couple more turns. It's very tempting to keep this guy for value maybe for next turn, but that's a great discard. Awesome, okay. And I guess we can disturb the Lunarch then. It is flying, so it can attack next turn. Damn, that's good. That's very, very nice. Not gonna lie. Okay, they play Snakeskin Whale. Okay, so they're going all in with this. Wait. Yeah, so I think they will auger it up and will just go for it, honestly. Yeah. 7-5. And okay. Draw. Okay, win the first game. Awesome. I was already thinking about how would we block if they attacked. But that's the first game. Nice. I'm not sure what they can have in the sideboard. But what I'm thinking is... Destroy Evil sounds good. Very good, actually. Because Destroy Target Enchantment is Rancor, right? So that's pretty nice. Raise the Alarm. Gather the Townsfolk. I like these cards a lot. As well as this guy, the Traveler, is great as well. I don't like the Raptor as much, honestly, in this matchup. One Gather, I think 1 Battle Screech and 1 Guardian, maybe even 2 Guardian Splashes. And we're bringing in Destroy Evil, that's a no-brainer. Journey to Nowhere, same thing, right? Revoke could be decent, but it's pretty risky, not gonna lie. Sentinels would be extremely greedy, but Prismatic Strands is actually insanely awesome in my opinion. One more Destroy Evil. And let's bring back some 1-drops. Or 2-drops. Let's bring back a Raptor and Gather the Townsfolk. So we have a lot of hate cards, which should really help us, hopefully. Okay, 2-lander, Packbeasts, no hate cards. They have 7. Okay, I will keep this. They lead on a forest and have no Glistener Elf. So I think they will have a Mamba or... Okay, this is awesome. Or the Mare. Let's play a Lunarch Veteran, which can block very greatly. I love... Basically, when we play against Infect, I love creatures or cards that go 2 for 1 when they attack, right? Yeah, they have the Mirror, which is honestly a very good pickup for them. So I don't think we want to do anything special here. We could play the Raffine's Informant, but I think I will wait for it. I will just play Raise the Alarm here, not gonna lie. On their turn, right, to surprise them yet again. Attacking, I mean, yeah. Maybe we wanna block with the Veteran now that I think about it, right? I think it will also make them think that we don't have the race since we are keeping this back. And we need to block here because we could be dead. We have to block. I know, in fact, way too well not to block, right? Okay, they play the Mamba. Guardian's Pledge, like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it as well. This is a weird turn. We could play Race, but yeah. We will definitely play Race, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I didn't have to block, but I know Infect and they could have killed us very easily. Let's play the Alarm and we'll try blocking the Mamba. I assume they have a pump spell or they will just regenerate it, right? Which I think is okay. Yeah, okay. I guess we need to take some risks here, not gonna lie. Okay, Raffine is nice. We would like to find a land as well. Alright, so what is it this turn? I think it's Rafine. Trying to find a land. Find Raise. I think the Packbeast will be really hard to play this game, so let's not. And that's it. That's all we can do. No attacks as well. Okay, they find the 5th forest. Interesting. So we don't mind going 1 for 1 here. We could also be just dead on the Mamba, like... Because they will of course buff it if they wanted to survive. But they could just buff up the Mamba and we could be dead. Definitely. Okay, mutagenic growth. No problem. Okay, another Mamba. So now I'm a little bit more okay. Traben Charm, sure. I will be a bit greedy here, I think. I want to find land. Like, I really do want to find the land. But do we need to attack for that is the question. I think the answer is, like, no. No attacks. Let's play the Informant. We really need land, like, really need land. Let's discard the other Packbeast. That's it. Ooh, Rancor. Okay. They don't attack. I don't understand that. But okay, no problem. I don't like that we have only 3 lands. Maybe the play is just to do nothing and wait for Traben Charm, honestly. I like that. Maybe even Guardian's Pledge. No attacks. Might of Old Krosa. That's kinda a problem. But if they regenerate it, we can tap it. So I think we'll just Traben Charm. And if they regenerate, we are fine with that because that taps it, so the might will be wasted anyway. If they have another buff spell, that's a big problem. They have it, yeah. So that's, I think, over then. Oh, GG. Yeah. Let's go to the last game here. So maybe I went too hard on the removal spells now that I think about it. I don't think we need Guardian's Pledge at all. I will bring back the guy here, yeah, this guy, and let's go. We also have 4 strengths. I think I will mulligan pretty aggressively here to find what we need. We find a pretty beautiful hand. Let's keep that. So the idea here is we have prismatic strengths, and they hopefully don't know that. Okay, so let's start with the planes, and we won't be blocking anyway, so I don't think it matters. But Lulnak veteran. Okay, they find an elf. Another plains is great, so number 1, let's attack. Let's not even show them that we have a land. And we play another plains and Raptor, which beautifully blocks the Glistener Elf. And let's also go for the Doomed Traveler here, which also blocks really well. Now, the Prismatic Strengths, like, is the reason we love this hand so much. Because it, like, imagine they pump this Glistener Elf and we just strands it, like, that's incredible. Okay, do they go to combat here? I don't think they do, right? They don't want to trade 1 for 1, so... I also didn't have a land, so... Yeah, I don't feel that great for them here. And we won't hold back, let's attack for 3 here. Because the idea is, if they want to use a buff spell to kill one of our creatures, we are extremely happy about that, really happy. Let's attack with everything. So that's -3, go to 16, good. And yeah, first strike damage, okay. 1-2, gather the townsfolk. We need some blockers. And that's it, let's go. And I think next turn, unless we draw something really nice, we'll just strands it up. If they attack, they won't, right? Yeah, that's unlucky, only 1 land, but I think they play like 16 or 17, right? So they can't really play the game in this sense. Yeah, good game. Okay, I don't feel super good about this win because they had just a 1-lander, but I think we have a decent matchup against Infect with this deck specifically. Yes, let's play first. Okay, interesting hand. Definitely need some more action, but let's keep it. Let's... The mulligan to 4? Oh my god, okay. Let's play a Battlefield Raptor here. Oh, it's Tron. Makes sense. More Packbeast, it's definitely not what we want, but okay. Let's attack for 1. Okay, they find the Cave of Temptation. We found Gather the Townsfolk, that's not bad. Let's attack for 1 again. And Gather the Townsfolk. Play Prophetic Prism. Find the Throwing Isle, so it's Flickertron. Okay, Doomed Traveler is cool. Oh. Slight mistake, missed 1 damage. Should have played the Grunge. But you know what, let's play the Traveler first. And... so let's play the Packbeast. Raise the alarm, okay. Let's put a counter on the Packbeast. And I think we can play 1 more Packbeast, right? So let's play 1 more Packbeast. Another Traveler, not bad, okay. Okay, they do something probably. They evoke a Muldrifter, okay. And play a Remote Isle, okay. I see it. So do we have lethal here? I think we're close. 1, 2, 3, 4... Almost, okay. So let's attack with everything. So they're at 2. I think we will play instant speed here. Raise the alarm plus Traven Charm, sounds good. If they have something like a creature, for example. Okay, they find a second Tron land. We need to finish them quickly. Okay. So they play a Muldrifter evoked. Sure. Do they want to ephemerate that? If so, I think we will Traven Charm. Okay, no problem. Okay, we win the first game. So what do we need against them is the question. Well, funnily enough, I don't think we... maybe like the Monarch? The Monarch seems good here, okay. Let's take 2 Prismatic Strands and put into Monarchs. Journey to Nowhere, I don't know. Hello, I think it's good like this, honestly. Not bad, I suppose. They're going first, so we will have the option to draw more cards, I guess. Okay, I guess they have a way better hand here. Okay, not bad, not bad. Start off with the Doomed Traveler. They have 2 plants. Enter energy. Okay, interesting. So the fact that they have 2 plants makes me kinda happy. Means there's not going to be a quick Tron. Okay, we find a Raffine's Informant. Let's attack first. I don't think Raffine's Informant is better yet. But it's more damage, like it's more clock, like that's true, that's true. The issue is I don't really want to discard any of these cards, and if we discard a land there's not really a point, right? So I'm going for Gather the Townsfolk here. Like I really want all of these cards. Draven Charm seems quite important against them. Plus, Guardian's Pledge of course can win us the game, right? Okay, so they play the Prophetic Prism and Bohuka Bog. Okay. Now, I regret even less I didn't play the Raffine. Okay, more planes. I don't know. I think we will just go for the quick kill here, not gonna lie. Maybe discarding even the Traven Charm. Or we can discard the land if necessary. But let's attack for 3 first. Second main. Let's play the Raffine and see what happens. Lunarch, so that's a creature. Okay, I think we're going for the kill here. Let's discard the Traven Charm and play this guy. Now, if they have something like a breath weapon, it sucks, of course it does. But that's what we have to deal with. Okay, find an island. Okay, so they have something here. So many lands, interesting. So let's put this off breath weapon range. So they can do it now if they want, okay. Let's attack. I think they have something like a counterspell. Impulse, no problem. Now I'm thinking they're a bit desperate and they don't really have something. No, I'm doing it. I don't care, I'm doing the Guardian's Pledge here. If they have a counter, they have it. Oh, it worked. So they have something like... Oh, nothing, okay. Well... I had the experience that Flickertron is always really strong, but that's not the case now and I'm very happy about that. Alright, so here's the conclusion. Now, Do I think it's better than Weenies? I don't necessarily think so. I think it definitely has some ups though. I think that those cards being more combat oriented is definitely a plus. I also think that the fact that Doom Traveler creates a 1/1 with flying is awesome. I was very positively surprised with the Packbeast. I think it works really well. I think a deck like this could definitely work, but I'm very not sure about the Raffine's Informant package. The issue, of course, being that if we take it out, we don't really have that much value anymore, and we don't have that much protection with Prismatic Strands, which I found kinda important. But yeah, I love it. This deck is not very expensive, and the fact that we can make Search Party Captain, which was really nice by the way, and the Packbeast work is awesome, and I actually wish there was like a very creature heavy deck, maybe even playing something like the Ornithopter and very cheap creatures and going really wide, maybe even with some artifact base that could fully utilize the Packbeast along with the Search Party Captain. And I think I will try to build something like that. I think I will definitely try to build something like that, so that might be the next video. And the sideboard was just awesome. I mean, White has a really good sideboard cards against, you know, the Affinity decks, and the Sentinels were really cool. Yeah, I can't really complain. I can't really complain. So let me know what you think about this deck and how would you improve it and which deck do you want to see next. I will see you soon and bye.